Alrighty, hello guys, good to see you all. Hopefully we're all hopping in here. We have a new and a familiar face today. Mr. Riley is back teaching. It's going to be an awesome day. Let's go ahead, let's get this show on the road. Go ahead and go attention. Face the flags, Kukaki, Kunye. Face us, Sabum Nimge, Kunye. Alrighty, let's go ahead. Let's get the show on the road with stretching out. Go ahead and roll your shoulders backwards. Hope you guys are all doing well today. It was a beautiful week, but I hear we're going to have a nasty weekend. So maybe stay inside over that weekend and go arms forwards. For those of you who are still interested in wanting to do Zoom classes with us, we will have some Tuesdays, Thursdays Zoom class options for this Yellow 3 Blue Belt class. Go side to side. I will go ahead and announce that, and we'll put it on our student portal as well with a link on how to get there. But we will be doing both YouTube Live and Zoom classes from here on out. And go up and down. Awesome. All righty. So from here, one step back, arching stance. Aya. We've got back leg rising kicks. Same deal as before. These are front words. Ready? Hana.
Hana.
Duo.
Duo.
Set.
Set.
Net.
Net.
Tosse.
Tosse.
Yose. Ilgo.
Ilgo.
Yudal.
Yuda.
Aho.
Aho.
Yo.
Yo.
Jump switch feet. Aya.
Yep.
Other side. Hana.
Hana.
Duo.
Duo.
Set.
Set.
Net.
Net.
Tosse.
Tosse.
Yose.
Yose.
Ilgo.
Ilgo.
Yudal.
Yuda.
Ahot.
Aho.
Yo.
Yo.
Alrighty, jump switch feet. Aya. Other side here. We're going to do those side rising kicks. As we are working on hook kicks today, go ahead. Make sure that your toes are completely sideways. If you want your back foot to pivot, so if you want to pivot your heel towards your computer screen, you can, but that choice is yours. So from here, hands up, body sideways, guarding stance. Aya. Rising kicks with your side leg. Ready? Hana. Duo.
Duo.
Set.
Set.
Net.
Net.
Tosse.
Tosse.
Yose.
Yose.
Ilgo.
Ilgo.
Yuda.
Yuda.
Ahot.
Ahot.
Yo.
Yo.
Jump switch feet. Aya.
Aya.
Other side. Hana.
Hana.
Duo.
Duo.
Set.
Set.
Net.
Net.
Tosse.
Tosse.
Yose.
Yose.
Ilgo.
Ilgo.
Yuda.
Yuda.
Ahot.
Ahot.
Yo.
Yo.
Alrighty. Now, here comes our favorite part of the day. We've got our warm-up. So here's how things are going to work. Hi, Nash. Good to see you, buddy. So here's how things are going to work. We're going to go ahead. We've got 1 minute for our warm-up here. We're going to be doing jumping jacks. Here's the deal, though. Anytime during this minute, I can say pause. If I say the word pause, you're going to drop. You're going to hit your sitting stance as fast as you can. You're going to stay here until I say unpause, and then we're going to keep going with our jumping jacks. So be prepared at any time to drop into that sitting stance. Go ahead and get ready. Get set. And I'm going to move back so I don't get hit. And go. I'm going to keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And pause. Hold it. Keep it low. 3, 2, 1. Keep going. I'm going to keep up a steady pace the whole time. Your goal is not to stop. Ready? And pause. Keep it low here. You should feel a burn in these legs. That's the goal no matter what. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Keep going. I know it burns, but you can't stop. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And pause. Hold this, feel it. Big stretch in these legs here. Burn and continue. And time. All righty. Wonderful. We have probably one more comment here. We've got Ava, hello. Awesome, good to see you guys. So here's how this next one is going to work. For our last minute, This one I will have Mr. Christensen demonstrate since I still have a messed up ligament in my wrist. We're going to be doing push-ups. Except this time, every time you hear me say pause, you're just going to pause up in that push-up position. Go ahead and get ready, get set, and begin. Good. Make sure you have good form. Try to keep that chin up. Try to make sure that your head is in front of your hands. And pause. Pause. You can pause up high in this push-up position. If you want an extra challenge, you can pause when you're down low. It's up to you. And continue. Good. Keep this up. And pause. Good. Mr. Christensen's doing it well. This is awesome. Ready? And continue. Woo! Keep this up, guys. I know your arms hurt, but make sure you use good form no matter what. Doesn't matter how many you do. It matters how good the ones you do are. And pause. Hold it here. Hold it here. We're almost done, I swear. And go. We have 8 seconds left. You guys can do anything for 8 seconds. Keep it up. And time. Stand it up, shake it out. All right. What?
It's been a second.
I know, right? And that was only a minute. Even though it feels like more, I swear it was only a minute. So I'll go ahead. I'll give you guys a 30-second water break. Run, get your water. Come right back. Ready, go. We do not. My apologies. We may have cups in the back there, but yeah, you are welcome to grab if you need to. They're not up here. Alrighty, so here's how things are going to be working for today. I wanted to focus on things for you guys. We have done back falls in the past. I'm not worried about our back falls. You guys are looking great with those. Hello, Nick. Good to see ya. What I do want to focus on today is your side falls. Let's talk a little bit about our side falls, how they work, and what we do. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera downwards a little bit so you guys can see me better as I do these. Now, when I work a side fall here, what I'm doing is I'm making sure that even if I move all the way onto my side, I'm keeping myself protected. Now, there's a couple really important parts of your body that you want to make sure that you keep protected. The most important part by far is your noggin. So please, no matter what as you guys are doing this, you want to make sure that your head stays safe. Now, what I'll be doing here is I'll go ahead and I'll start falling towards this direction first. Now, normally if I fall straight over, I splat, it doesn't feel very good. What I will be doing in this case is I'm going to fall onto one complete line in my body. Everybody go ahead and make an L with their hand, just like this. You guys are going to be falling onto the L shape of your body. Here's my L. How this works is my one leg that I'm not falling on is going to be straight up and down just like this. My other leg is going to be straight out. I'm just going to fall onto the side of it as I do it. My right or whichever hand that is with the leg that is straight is going to go straight out in front of us just like this. My palm, notice, isn't towards me. It's actually away from me. I want to keep it away from me because my palm is going to end up hitting the floor like when we do our back falls. So as I'm here, I'm going to tuck my chin. I'm going to bring my arm all the way up. Notice that I'm covering my jaw and a little bit of my ear too as I do this. Now from this position, all I'm going to do is fall. Just like that. From there, I come back up. Now, if we keep our legs straight and I fall over, my knees are going to bang into each other. They're going to hurt each other, and it's not going to feel very good. So when you do this, try to keep that knee up the whole time. And as you fall over, don't let your knee slam into the ground. So we're going to try it again. Our knee's up, our arm is out, and our head is tucked just like this. Other hand can be on the side of our leg or here, but I don't want to use my other hand at all to help me. So from here, we're just going to fall over. Ready, and fall. Awesome. One last time. We'll try it again on this side, and then we've got the other side. Leg is out, other leg is up, arm is tucked in, palm is out. Ready, and fall. Awesome. All righty. So from here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to try the other side. It's the same idea as our one side that we apply to our other side. So our leg is straight. Our other leg is going to be bent. Our hand is coming out. Our chin is tucking in close to our head here. Remember, as I do this, I can choose to keep my hand here, 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 but I don't want it to help me fall. So from here, we're going to go ahead and fall. Just like that, and come back up. Good, I'll have Mr. Riley demonstrate these next two because of my wrist. Go ahead and get ready. Get set, and fall. Awesome, good. Make sure we keep that chin tucked no matter what, guys. Get ready. Last one, get set, and fall. Awesome. Now notice as Mr. Riley does this, he doesn't make sure, he keeps his hands slapping the floor. He doesn't stay on the ground for too long afterwards. As soon as you fall, you want to be making sure that you're coming right back up. As you do that though, we never, ever, ever want our wrists to hit the floor. Go ahead and take a seat for me just like I am at home. You can go crisscross applesauce or just sit on the floor. Gently let your wrists kind of touch the floor here. If you hit too hard when you do that, that is what causes you pain, and that is what can break your wrist. Again, I told the Master Sire story. That's what we don't want to have happen. So please make sure that you keep your hands flat as we do this. We're not moving our hands. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to try this from our Spider-Man position today. After that, we've got to move on from there. So you're going to be starting here instead. We'll go to your original side in your Spider-Man position. As I do my fall this time, I want to make sure that, again, the leg that I'm falling onto will be the leg that straightens. I don't want this to be our bent leg. So from this position, we want to tuck our chin. We want our arm to come out. And as we start to fall, we're going to let our leg go straight. So from here, 3, 2, 1, and fall. Just like that. Good, and come back up. We'll try it again. Go ahead and get ready. Arm out, tuck the chin. 3, 2, 1, and fall. Good. We've got one more time on this side. Go ahead and get ready. Tuck that chin, arm out, get set. 3, 2, 1, fall. Good. Make sure no matter what, your chin and your jaw area here is tucked into your arm. If it is not, if you're under here, your head is going to hit the floor, and I promise you, it's probably not going to feel very good. So we're going to go ahead. Mr. Riley's going to demonstrate the other side here. Same deal. Arm out, tuck the chin. 3, 2, 1, and fall. Good. Don't be afraid to slap the floor. Go ahead and get ready. Get set, and fall. Wonderful. We've got one more time for this one. Go ahead and get ready. Get set, and fall. Awesome job, guys. Hopefully your side falls feel pretty good. At home, I want you guys to go ahead and maybe discuss with your parents when you would use a back fall versus when you would use a side fall. We can go ahead, we'll give you guys the answer to that on our next YouTube live class on Monday, but I want you guys to be thinking about when you could possibly use this in real life. Other than that, let's go ahead. We're going to move on for today. We're going to get this show on the road. We are going to be working with me now on our forms. So from here, go ahead and stand up for me. Now, our form, let me move the camera, because this is probably not ideal. There we go. All right, so our form that we're working on this rotation is Tegeth Yukja. You guys have done this form with me in the past. We've gotten up pretty far in this form. If you know the first 12 moves of this form, 12 to 13, you're done. You've done the entire form here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go through this form move by move. Then I'll go ahead and I'll do it full speed once for you guys. After that, we'll go ahead, depending on how much time I have left, we'll move on from there. But if I'm in my chimbi position, I'll demonstrate this going forwards first. I am not mirroring. So if you are doing this with me right now, I would go ahead and just watch this first one so I don't confuse you as to which sides you're going to go. So from the chimbi position, I go front stance low block, I go back leg front kick, I land, back stance outside block. I transition over, front stance low block, back leg front kick, back stance outside block. From here, that left leg steps forwards. I chamber, I go open hand high block. I'm going to go back leg round kick, and my feet are going to come together. My left leg steps out towards my left. I go high block. I reverse punch. I back leg front kick. I land and I reverse punch. I turn over my right shoulder. I go front hand high block, reverse punch, back leg front kick, and reverse punch. This is all you guys have learned so far. We're going to learn one more move today, and that is to step back and come down. That is the first half of Taeguk Yukjang, and that is all you are required to know for belt testing. Also know, though, you do need to be able to demonstrate a back stance proficiently, and you need to be able to step in your back stances proficiently. But from here, I'll go ahead and I'll turn around. I'll demonstrate this from behind, so you guys can go ahead and follow along with me from here. I'll go ahead and I'll go slow once, and again, I'll go ahead and I'll start to build speed on our next ones. So I'm going to turn around and I'm in our Shimbi position. I'm going to turn towards my left side. I'm going to go front stance, low block. From here, my right leg comes up. I go back leg front kick. I land behind me. I cross my hands and I go left hand outside block. One quick thing on this. When you guys are doing this left hand outside block, I'm going to rotate this way. Notice my hand is on this side of my head. If my hand's over here, I can still get swung on and hit. If my hand's here, I can still get hit. I want it to the side of my head. From here, I'm going to turn. I'm going to go front stance, low block again. My left leg's going to pick up and kick. It's going to come back behind me. Right hand outside block. This is the hard part for a lot of us, so I do want to show this transition from this outside block to our open hand high block. Just do this with your hands with me. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to go right hand out. From this position, you're going to chamber here. Notice my right hand is still on top, and then I'm going to go open hand high block. So one more time, I have my right hand out just like I'm doing this outside block. I chamber, and I go open hand high block. Now as we do that, let's go ahead and hop back. Our right leg is in front. Our right hand in our outside block. My left leg is going to step forwards. So forwards for me is away from the camera. Forwards for you guys is towards the camera. So from here, my left leg steps forward in a front stance. I do that chamber, and I open hand high block here. After this open hand high block, your back leg comes around. You're going to do a back leg round kick, and your feet are going to come together. Notice as I do this, my belly is facing left. From here, my left leg is going to step out. We're going to go high block. We're going to go reverse punch. We're going to go back leg front kick and reverse punch. You're going to turn over your right shoulder now. You're going to lift up your right leg, and you're going to land. You're going to go high block with that right hand, reverse punch with that left hand, front kick with that left leg, and reverse punch with your right hand. From this position, this is the new move that we have not learned yet as a group. Your right leg is going to pick up, and it's going to step to where you land facing forwards again. So I step, and I land facing forwards, or for you guys, backwards from what it looks like to me. Now your hands, as you do this, you're in your reverse punch here. Your hands are going to come around and down. It's a pretty easy setup here. All I'm doing is I'm bringing my hands up above my head. I'm making a fist when they cross, and it's like I'm doing two twin low blocks. This isn't a super hard move. This is what we call a concentration move. Go ahead and say concentration move. This means that I'm taking all of my energy to pause for a second in the middle of my form before I continue. But for you guys, since this is our halfway point, you are done once you've learned up to this point in your form. If you've already done this form a lot before and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm bored, Master Wagner, stop talking, I know this. What I want you guys to do is as I practice this, we're going to do 2 times through full speed. I want you guys to go ahead and do this at your own pace as long as it is your best technique, and it has to be your best technique. Remember, I can't see you today, so you have to hold yourselves accountable for making sure that it is your best technique, your purple belt technique, or your best blue belt technique. That's what I'm looking for. Let's go ahead. We're going to do this form twice through here. We're going to go into Chimbi. The name of our form is Taeguk Yukjang. Name of your form, Taeguk Yukjang, and begin. Aya. And that's the end of your form. We'll go ahead and run through this one more time. Again, I'll scoot back a little bit so you guys can see me the whole time. Work at your pace. Understand when you are expected to perform this and test on this, the pace that I'm going is the pace that you'll need to be able to go for belt testing. So from here, go ahead and go to me. We've got one last time through this form. Get ready, get set, and begin. Hiya! Last leg moves here. Alrighty. Hopefully you guys feel pretty good on that. If you do have any questions on what I did or why I did it, feel free to go ahead and ask me in the chat. Other than that, we have worked our way through our self-defense today. We have worked our way through our forms today. In a couple minutes, Mr. Riley will go ahead and he's going to take over. And I have one little drill that I would like to do with y'all. For this drill, you don't need anything, but this is kind of a balanced drill. Hello, hi Rylan. So this is kind of a balanced drill. So if you need a chair or something to hold on to, go ahead and grab one now. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this without a chair today. So what we're going to be working on is building our leg strength. This one's going to be kind of a fun one. And Mr. Riley, if you want to do this one too, you are welcome to. It'll make your legs sore. We have been working on our hook kicks. Now, our hook kicks use a couple of different groups of muscles. Our hook kicks also use our side kick muscles, and our hook kicks use our round kick muscles. So we're going to be working both sets of those muscles today before you guys get into actually going ahead and practicing your hook kicks. So how it's going to work is I'll be in my guarding stance here. Go ahead and use your front leg for this technique. What we're going to be doing is we're only going to be doing a 3-second kick hold. Now, here's the deal. You can choose to set your leg down in between our 3-second kick holds, or you can choose to keep your leg chambered in between our 3-second kick holds. But we're going to be doing 5 3-second kick holds on each leg, and we're going to be doing side kicks with it as well as round kicks. We'll go ahead and we'll start with our side kicks. So it would look like this. If I'm in my guarding stance here, if I said go, I'd go 1, 2, 3, and back. And then I would say go again to do our next set. We have 5 of these in total. Again, you can keep your leg chambered if you want, or you can set it down. Hands are up, bodies are sideways. Start with that front leg. Get ready, get set, and go. Chamber, hold. 2, 3, and in. Get ready, and go. Kick. 2, 3, and in. Get ready, go. Kick. 2, 3, and in. Get ready, go. Kick. 2, 3, and in. Last one, ready, go. Kick. 2, 3, and in. Go ahead and set that leg down. Funny thing about these, you may not feel it in your kicking leg, but your bottom leg may feel it a little bit more. It's the burn of having to balance as you're throwing these kicks out there. We're going to try the other side, so go ahead and switch your feet if you haven't already. Hands are up, bellies are sideways. We're doing a side kick on this side again. Ready, and go. Kick. 2, 3, and in. And kick. 2, 3, and in. And kick. 2, 3, and in. And kick. 2, 3, and in. Last one. Ready? Whoop, wait for it, and kick. 2, 3, and in. As you can see, I can use some practice on both of my sides doing these. From here, go ahead and switch your feet again. We're going to work on your round kicks while doing this. Remember when we do a round kick, we went over our round kicks as we were working on our Tegek Yukjang form on our Zoom classes a couple days ago. But if you haven't done a round kick before, a quick intro to it. My knee is going to come up. As I kick out here, I'm hitting with the top of my foot, and I'm pointing my toes in order to do so. After that, I'll rechamber and I'll set my leg back down. My hands are up, my bellies are sideways. I want to keep my knee and my foot on a straight line as we do this. Hands are up, ready, get set, go chamber, and kick. 2, 3, and rechamber. Ready, 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 kick. 2, 3, and rechamber. Good job, guys. Switch those feet. We're going to try the same thing on the other side. Hands are up, bellies are sideways. Ready, chamber, and kick. 2, 3, and re-chamber, and kick. 2, 3, and re-chamber, and kick. 2, 3, and re-chamber. Ready, kick. 2, 3, and re-chamber. Last one, kick. 2, 3, re-chamber, set it down. Alrighty. Hopefully your legs are going to be burning a little bit after that. We've got one last kicking drill, and then I'm turning you over to Mr. Riley for the rest of class. This last kicking drill, you will not need anything to hold on to because you're going to be sitting on the floor. Now, I did this or a variation of this drill with my kickboxing class a couple days ago, and it was a burn. So please, it's going to hurt. I want you guys to push your hardest to get through these techniques. How it's going to work is I'm going to be sitting down on the floor. Now, as I'm sitting, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rest my body on my forearm as I'm kind of laying down sideways. Scoot back a little bit to show this. I'm going to be here. If I would like, I can choose, thank you, sir, because this looks kind of awkward. I can choose to keep my leg chambered like I'm doing right here, or I can keep my bottom leg straight. That just depends on whatever you would prefer. My top leg, however, is going to come up and we're going to be working a side kick hold. So my top leg comes up and I want to get my body or my leg as close into my body as I can. So when I kick out here, I can turn and I can kick high. Your goal is to keep your body sideways as you're kicking high and doing this. We're going to be doing a 30-second hold on each leg with these today. So better than a minute like I did last time. So go ahead. I'm getting my timer set up here, ladies and gentlemen. Stretch out your legs if you need to. Go ahead and chamber. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and kick. Good. We're holding here. You can keep your other hand up if you choose to. Again, you're not turning all the way over like a back kick. You're keeping your belly button sideways. As I do this, I'm trying to lift my leg. If I straighten out my leg, it's easier for me to get my leg up. But if I chamber, it works just these muscles. You should feel a burn pretty quickly when we're doing this. This one, if you're trying to work on your foot positions too, try to get the outside of your foot to kick as far as you can and your toes to pull back. And time. Re-chamber, set it down. We're going to try the other leg. Same thing. I'm going forearm all the way across. I'm chambering here. My belt and belly button are facing completely sideways. So from here, go ahead and chamber. Get ready and kick. Good. Hand is up. Belly button is sideways. If you're lifting up like this, you can bring your leg up really high. This is not correct, though. I'm not keeping myself sideways here. No matter what, try to keep that hand up by your face, other hand in this forearm position. This should be burning your legs by now. If you're not feeling like it's burning your legs, try to lift your leg higher. That's your goal. You want to make sure that you get your leg up high while keeping a good foot position. Toes pulled back and time. Chamber and set it in. Alrighty. So all of that should feel pretty good from here. If you guys do have any questions or comments on what we worked on so far with either our exercises or our form, please go ahead and let me know. But I'm turning the rest of the class over to Mr. Riley. Go for it, sir.
Awesome. All right. Oh, I'll stay back here. Awesome. Okay. Now that our legs are all warmed up, we're going to do our kicks for this rotation, which is our hook kicks. My personal favorite. Our hook kicks, we're going to start just in our guarding stance here, all right? The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start from just a pick-up hook kick, which means we don't move our feet at all. I have a bad tendency to kind of move my feet before I throw my hook kick. Try and go from your hook or from your guarding stance. If you need a little bounce, that's okay. In our guarding stance, then I just pick it up right away, hook, and bring it right back down, right? I'm not shuffling my feet a whole time. So I just bring my hands up here, just our front leg. We're going to do 5 to start with. So we're here, just get it warmed up. We're going to chamber. Remember, just like a side kick, right? Then we hook and bring it right back down. Those chambers are super duper important. If we don't get those chambers, it's real easy to lose balance, land like this, land like that. That's not good, right? You don't want to get hit when we're standing here. We want to be in our guarding stance. So we're going to throw 4 more. That's 2. We go 3. Back here. We go 2. And one more, around and back here. Perfect. Let's try it on the other leg now. Now when we do the other leg, again, like our side kick, we can't hook kick like this. So we got to turn our shoulders and hips all the way to the other side before we throw our hook kick.
We've never done back leg hook kicks before, so if you want to go in depth, you are welcome to, sir.
Awesome. All right. So with our back leg, if anyone has ever done a back leg side kick, the setup is almost exactly the same, right? I'm in my guarding stance. I turn, I chamber from here. I'm going to throw my normal hook kick just like it was in front. Instead of setting it down in front, I'm going to turn back here. So one more time, I turn my shoulders and hips to the other side. I chamber, kick, rechamber, then set it down in back. All right? It's almost like doing a front leg hook kick, but before, I just have to turn and chamber this way. Besides that, it's exactly the same. So these are tricky. Try them about 5 times or so. Once we do 5, we'll go and we'll try some other fun combos with them. To start, we turn, we do our hook, we bring it right back. Try and set it down and back. If you need to set it down in front and then move to the back, that's okay. We're going to try to end up all the way in back before our foot touches the ground. So again, we hook, we bring it back, just like that.
Notice Mr. Riley turns his hips a lot as he does this.
Yeah.
That's his key. Watch how much he turns his hips.
And back there. Woo. Lost my balance a little bit. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Try and get your hips to turn as much as you can. The more sideways your hips are, the easier this kick is going to be. So one more, very last one. Kick and bring it back here. Awesome. All right, let's try to add a couple things into that. All right. We're going to do our step up hook kick, which means we step together. We make that little L shape, just like our side kicks. I'm going to kick, land in front, jab, cross, and then scoot back. So one more time, step together, hook, jab, cross, scoot back. Now when I scoot back, remember all my weight pushes off my front leg and I slide back here, right? We don't want to cross our feet or anything like that. We're still in our guarding stance and I slide back. So one more time, step together, hook, jab, cross, slide back. Awesome, let's do it 2 more times. Full speed now. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Step together, hook, jab, cross, step back. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna add one more thing to that. All right, what I'm gonna have you do is we are going to go back leg hook kick into a step up jab cross scoot back. All right, so we're here. If you want to start on your easier side, you can switch stances, but we'll do both sides. Back leg hook kick. This time you're gonna land in front. We're gonna land in front, hook, jab, cross, scoot back. Then we're gonna reset. So we go back leg hook, land in front, jab, cross, or excuse me, step up, hook, jab, cross, scoot back. I'm getting ahead of myself.
It's been a couple weeks since you taught, sir.
Yeah, right.
Totally get you.
Hands up, back leg hook, land in front, step up, hook, jab, cross, scoot back. Awesome. All right, now that might feel a little bit weird, but what I really like about that combo is our hips have to change a lot, which means we get extra power on our hooks when we practice with those hips, right? If we're not turning those hips, we're not going to get the same amount of power. One more time in our guarding stance, back leg hook, land in front, step up, hook kick, jab, cross, scoot back. Awesome. All right, so Master Wagner said you guys were looking really, really good on these hook kicks. All right. Now we're going to do my favorite kick of all time. Every time we do board breaks, at black belt testings, anything like that, I put a hole in the wall at one point.
Yes, he did.
Kicking, doing a spin hook kick. It's my favorite kick because they look super duper cool. So we're in my guarding stance here. Excuse me, right here. Back leg is always the leg that I'm going to kick with. So we can start on either side. My back leg is going to be the one I want to hit with. So First thing, as always, I turn like I'm running away, running that way, right? I'm gonna look all the way over my back shoulder. Now I should be able to see everything in front of me. I see some things like this, where I'm just barely looking over, I can barely see the computer. I wanna see my target, right? I look all the way over. From here, it's just a normal back leg hook kick. I pick up, I chamber, I hook, and then I set it down in front or in back, either way. So one more time, I turn like I'm running away. I look over my shoulder all the way over, and then I'm going to hook kick, and I'm going to land in back. Sound good? Perfect. A little bit faster. I turn, look, strike, set it down in back. Now, what makes these kicks super duper strong is my momentum, right? That turn translates super duper well into my hook kick. What I want to make sure I'm not doing though is if I turn and look, I'm not kicking that way, right? That's super duper easy to do. If I'm kicking too early, I'm going to lose all that momentum. My hook kick still only travels about 2 feet, right? And it's just in front of me. So I'm here, I'm chambering, kick, and then I bring it back, right? Just in front. If we keep our leg out for a super long time, I lose all that momentum. So in my guarding stance, turn, look, and strike, bring it back here, all right? Now these are not easy, but if you get used to them, you start practicing them, they're gonna look super duper cool. So let's try them 2 more times. Guarding stance, we're gonna go full speed. Whatever your full speed is. If you need to take it step by step still, that's totally okay. But we're here, I'm gonna turn, bring it right back there. Awesome, one more time. I'm gonna turn, bring it back here. Awesome. All right, try it on both sides. See which side you like more. On this side, this is not my favorite side, but even turning this direction is still, I still gotta remember, turn over my back shoulder, right? I see a lot of people, when we switch directions, we start turning this way. Turn towards my back shoulder, I turn, I look, I get my target, I kick, and I bring it right back. Sound good? Perfect. All right, we're gonna try those a couple times. Hands are up, again at your own pace. So I turn, look, kick, bring it right back here.
And he says it's not his bad side.
And back, right? Awesome. So with these kicks, remember, try to turn as fast as we can with our leg in, right? If you remember the ballerina thing I say all the time, you never see ballerinas spinning like this. You always tuck in, and they can spin a lot faster. Same thing with my chamber. If I'm out here, I'm going to lose all my momentum, but I bring it in, I can spin super duper fast. How am I doing on time?
You've got about 5 minutes, sir, and if you want to go over any bob and weaves, uppercuts, you are good to go.
Sweet. All right. I got a little carried away with my hook kicks. I really like those a lot, but
that's okay.
Bobs and weaves are super duper important. They're also really, really fun. So we've got our bobs and weaves and our uppercuts. Now, if I'm in my guarding stance here, just to review our bobs and weaves, right? We're going to go down to the side and back up, right? We make that U shape. It's not a V, we make that U, right? 1, 2, 3, back and up. Now, when I do my bob weave, I don't want to look at the floor and I don't want to bend my back. All of my bending is from my knees, right? I get low with my knees, turn, and back up. I should be able to throw any punch that I want here and still be able to get back up, right? So I'm here, 1, 2, 3, back up. Now, we have uppercuts this rotation, so we're going to add those in 2 different ways. Once we've got our bob and weave down, what I'm going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to throw with our outside hand first. So we're going to go up. I'm going to go down to the side. As I come up, I throw that uppercut, right? One more time, down to the side, throw that uppercut, just like that. That's with my outside hand.
What are you doing with your front foot when you uppercut, sir?
Good question. So I drop, drive, I'm pivoting off to get extra power, right? I'm turning on the ball of my foot, and I'm pushing up, right? You can see I'm turning that foot a little bit. It's just like my pivot on any cross or backhand uppercut. All I'm doing is now I'm doing it with my front hand because I'm turned for my bob weave. If I'm turned for my bob weave, I get extra power on my uppercut. Same thing on the other side. Down, across, then I pivot as I come up and I throw that uppercut. Make sure we're going down, across, and then throwing our uppercut. If we go like this and get ahead of ourselves, we lose all that power. So we're down, across, and up, just like that. We're going to try 2 on each side. So we go drop, across, drive, drop, across, drive. We're going to do that one more time. Drop, across, drive, drop, across, drive, just like that. Now, there's one more way we can throw our uppercuts. We're here, we drop. As we come across, we go up. This one is a little bit trickier, but it can catch someone super off guard. So we're in our guarding stance, we drop, we come across. This time we're going with the inside hand, right? If I'm going this way, this hand is going to be up. If we're going this way, that hand is going to be up. Now, I have to make sure I still go across before I go up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense?
Are you throwing your uppercut before or after your bob and weave, sir?
Good question.
Or during, I should have said.
Yeah, during my bob and weave, right? 1, 2, as I come up to finish my bob weave, I throw my uppercut. Full speed, we're doing them almost at the same time. I'm going here, right? I'm getting under that strike and coming up with my own. So they're at the same time. But we have to make sure that we get under the strike before we throw our own, right? We don't want to get hit. We go under, across, and up. Under, across, and up. Sound good? Perfect. Now, these are tricky. You can kind of experiment with both, but what I'm going to have you guys practice is we're going to do the inside and the outside a couple times, bob weaving in and out, and we're going to throw both hands. So we go down, across, up, then we'll try it again. We go down, across, up. Same thing now on the other side. Down, across, up, and down, across, up. Just like that. Both of those use our momentum from the bob and weave to gain extra power on my uppercut, right? It's just a little bit different. One, I go down and then I pivot. One, I just come straight up. Sound good? Same thing on the other side. Down, across, up, down, across, pivot, and up. Awesome. All right.
Wonderful.
How are we feeling with those?
So I think that those look pretty good. You guys have been rocking those bob and weaves and uppercuts. Hopefully, Mr. Riley gave you a pretty good in-depth look at what specifically you should be working on when you do these different side uppercuts. I have a couple minutes left of class, so I do want to go ahead and go over some announcements with you guys. First of all, make sure you're still washing your hands at home. That is always your homework. I was asked that last time, and I definitely think that you guys should be continuing doing that. Other than that, please, 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 we put this form on YouTube Live for a reason. You can go back and look at these YouTube Lives at any time to help you with your forms and to help you remember some of the things that we worked on. Here's the deal, though. If you still you want to do Zoom and you like our Zoom classes, that's okay. I do still have 2 classes a week for my yellow through blue belts where we will be working on Zoom specifically. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. we will be working on Zoom. I will put this on our online portal with a link to the Zoom classes if you're still interested. I know I had about 50-50 on who liked Zoom and who didn't. We're sticking with YouTube Live for our Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes, just so kiddos can go back and look at these lessons. But again, if you like Zoom, if you want to keep using Zoom, we are happy to do that. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Tuesdays, we will be working on forms. Thursdays, we'll be working on boxing and kicking. Although, if you come in with a question, you can also sign up for a private lesson with me, and we'll do those on Zoom as well. Other than that, great job today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed our class back on YouTube Live. Keep up the good work at home and listen to your parents. Let's go ahead and bow it out. Go attention. Face the flags. Kugaki, Kunye. Besa, sabum nimge, kunye.
That was fun.
Nice and loud. What's our goal? Black belt. Excellent, ma'am. Class is dismissed. Great job today, guys. You rocked it. Keep it up. I like Zoom. We do too, Rylan. We'll keep doing some Zoom classes. Thanks, guys. See you later.